2027 Sanibel 40 Bunk. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we have got an amazing front bunk, 2-bath with a great bedroom bathroom combination for the people paying for it, but also for the kiddos up in the front, having their own bathroom, having their own space with a desk to do some coloring or some homework, and a TV. I mean, this is just a functional layout. And unlike a lot of family models, there's actually enough seating in the living room because they went away with the traditional dinette and opted for the super sofa that I think you guys are going to really like. Now, as far as specifications are concerned, this thing has a dry weight of 13,718 pounds, and it's 44 feet 11. So it's roughly the same weight as my 38 RV Hunter that I do tow with a dually, and it handles it perfectly. You could opt for a smaller truck. I'm just using it for work, so that's kind of what I got. But a lot of your 3500s would be able to tie this thing to a tree and rip it in half, quite frankly, if it wanted to. So just so you know, as far as trucks are concerned. But we're going to be going through the inside, working our way around the outside. If you get a good feel for it and you guys like my style, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you already are subscribed, I appreciate you just a little bit more. Maybe drop a comment and say what's up. Do a little fist bump, give you one back. But yeah, all those specs will be down in the description, along with a little bit extra information, like your 2-inch thick laminated slide boxes, your 102-inch wide body construction. So that's going to give you a little bit more wiggling, a little bit more jiggling room. Heck, if you're someone that likes to crack a cold can of apple juice, you're able to do that in the 40 bunk. So I'll give you one little peek here of the, this is going to be where the dinette is, but this is what the living room and the kitchen's looking like. And there's that big old super sofa right there. I love that. And drop a comment. Do you guys like having this, or would you rather have a shorter bunk or shorter bed or shorter, would you rather have a shorter sofa with a traditional dinette as opposed to this? To be quite honest with you, in my family, we're eating outside, so I really like it. Your slide out controls will be right here, along with all your different lightings, you know, your tank heaters, so that way you can camp a little bit later or earlier into the seasons. And then of course your on-demand hot water heater. But since this is a front bunk, before we get back to that master bedroom bathroom setup in the back, I just want to show you this. Great place for the kids. And I like how it's open up underneath. One, you can slide some boxes that are up underneath, but little feet have little ladders to get up top. My kids would absolutely love this. And it's nice to have two different style of bunks. You have a little bit of a wider bunk here, a little bit of a thinner, shorter bunk over there. So, you know, like our family, 17, 14, 12, and 4 years old, perfect setup. And like I said, they can get a little work done here at the desk, which is pretty cool. Or even me, I could come in here and do a little editing, kick the kids out to play out in the campgrounds. Full bath right there. We'll get back to that here in just a second, but I love the windows and all the outlets that you get. I mean, there's outlets, you know, all over the place, which is really handy. You don't have to worry about arguing over the, you know, over whoever's got the charger. So right here, you got your TV. You're also going to see a little bit of storage. Could there be more? You know, for sure. But I think that's why they left it open there underneath the bunks. But this is all going to be the same as you're going throughout. So 4 pull-out drawers, 2 open-ended cabinets over there. And then this is going to be the bathroom, which I think is so awesome for the kids. I mean, just having their own space to dirty up, to, you know, so you don't have to worry about trampling in and, you know, bugging you at night just to use the restroom. I think it's pretty darn cool. Now, this is a kid's shower, so it is going to be more kid size. But if you are a flat, you're having no problems. I'm 6 foot, 310 pounds. I'm probably having to shower sideways in this thing as a heads up, because you can see here, my shoulder is sticking out a little bit when I'm going sideways. If you're flat, if you're not broad-shouldered, super strong, built like an ox, you should be just fine. Right here, though, you do have about 6'5" of head height. So I'm going to give it a roundy rating of about 0.9, since someone a little bit smaller than me would be probably the primary. But boom, flip it around. Boom, baby! You got the bowling gun. It's on that backlit mirror. You also see your sink. And then what's nice, too, is you have access to a little bit of some plumbing down there with the foot flush thrown-a-rooski. There's also a little fan inside the above the toilet as well. So now we're back off into the living room. And again, I really like how the island setup is with this. One, you got some accent lighting. You got outlets over here, but it just gives you just a little bit extra, you know, a little bit extra oomph. And then I think, yeah, so just like last year, you can collapse this down and create more kind of wiggling and jiggling room. But notice how open it is because of the 102-inch wide body construction. So you get a little bit more here where you can still sit down and still sneak on through, you know, which is nice. Sorry, it's getting really hot in here. It's like probably 90 degrees outside. It's probably 120 inside this thing. So I don't have the AC cooking. The things I do to show an RV, baby. But look at that. All these windows open up for a nice breeze. That would be great for a time like right now, but, you know, too late. I'm already cooking. Boom. The Dracula shade, baby. You also have cup holders on either side, but this is just basically a whole long series of recliners, and it's going to be directly across from your TV on this side, which you can see looks really nice, especially when you pair it up with the accent lighting and that fireplace too, whether it be ambiance and you just want to turn it on without the flame, or if you want to heat up the entirety of this area without wasting your propane, you know, that would be the way to do it. And what do you guys think about those lights? I think the lights are pretty darn cool. I'm a big light fixture guy, and I think those are pretty fancy. So I'm not sure if it'll show up on the camera too well. Yeah, it sure does. The countertops look super nice also. And babe, if you're watching, I love you. But man, are those fancy looking. They kind of got that like marbled kind of ghost white in there, which is kind of cool. Boom, baby. 3 more on this side, by the way. Underneath the sink here, you got access to your plumbing with shutoff valves. They're underneath, but you do have room for a trash can if you would like. You also see that you have yourself the old TikTok sink or Runesky. So you got your cup cleaner, soap dispenser, waterfall with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Now in the Sanibel, you're getting a little bit fancier, but you have the real tile backdrop. Now they do have a front bunk in the Crusader, which is going to be kind of like a sister product in a lot of ways. However, they take out things like the real tile. They don't have solid surface countertops all throughout the unit, just kind of in the kitchen, but not in the bathroom. And they don't use the stainless steel sinks in the bathroom as well. But you are going to save yourself about 10 grand. So if you are looking to save yourself a little bit of moolah and you don't care about a real tile backdrop and getting all pinkies up with it, I highly encourage you to check out the Crusader. And there will be a tour coming out soon on my channel if it's already not. I'm recording it today, so I don't know the order that I'll put them out. But if you guys want access to that, you know, let me know and I can just send you a direct link to it because I already have it preloaded. So that way you can take a little sneak peek of Runesky. 18.5 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. So that'll, you know, cool down for you when you're driving down the road. You also see this little ice maker and another section for a freezer that's going to be a little bit deeper than the one I just showed you. 4 top burner to whip up all the fixings with enough room to cook a turkey in that bad boy. So you're going to be taken care of there. Also got storage here on both sides. Microwave with potato mode. And then of course, if you want a place to put some Bourbonskas or some, you know, glass bottles of apple juice, you're going to be good to go there. I like the TV. I like the sound bar. I like the fact that you got outlets. But then this is where things start getting nice. So in last year's model, there wasn't quite as much hanging room. They went ahead and took care of that. I like that Sanibel's up there too. But the hanging room that you get now is pretty darn nice. So you got this right here, and you have it over there. They also switched up the back end of this, so it's kind of like the wood with like the grouted finish there on the inside too. Again, adding up a little bit of extra pinkies. Boom. Another fireplace, again, to keep you roasty and a toasty. And it looks like you got a queen bed, I think. Maybe a camper king, something like that. Either way, it's a good space with good natural lighting. And I like the overhead storage that you get as well. And another thing I forgot to point out too is the wood valances there. That's a difference between this and the Crusader too, which is nice. 6 pull-out drawers on the bottom. You saw that there was plenty of outlets. Here into the bathroom, 1, you get dual vanities. But 2, you also have washer and dryer prep or a ton of hanging room because you can remove those drawers if you would like. Porcelain foot flush throne right here. Plenty of room. You also got another backlit mirror for another gun. And then boom, boom, the dual vanities, the pull-out drawers here up underneath. And then you got that right there. All right, so right here, you can see that you've got almost unlimited head height, but you got a one-piece fiberglass shell for the shower. Let me flip this around here. I got room to stand sideways, both ways, You know, you're looking at probably about a 1.1, 1.15 on the Roundy rating scale, but you do have about a shack's height worth of head clearance there. I mean, Yao Ming could shower in this thing, and you would be all right, baby. Well, let's go ahead and show you outside, show you where all the, you know, the dump valves are and all of that good stuff. If you guys have made it this far, I greatly appreciate you. Hit that like and subscribe button, drop those comments, help a brother out, baby. But you'll also find all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all down in the description. All right, so now that we got this flipped around here, it's the 2027 Sanibel 40 Bunk. I don't even know if I said that at the beginning, but that is what it is. Now, like I said on the Sanibel, you are going to get the upgraded pin box here. So you got the Kurt Helix as opposed to your Rhino box. That's going to be one of those other differences here between Sanibel and Crusader. You got a really nice looking front cap. I just think it's got pretty cool with that little prime time and the gold on the Sanibel, the white with the Forest River, just looking really nice. You also have the LED lights there shining up like justice for you. Drop frame as well, so that's what creates a ton of space for this pass-through storage, which is nice. Look at that. I mean, just even though it's not as wide as most, you get a lot of height. I mean, you could fit a canoe in there. If it was a short canoe, I suppose. 102 inches. Dual propane ski. I like that gold reflective windows. How do you guys like that? LP Quick Connect right down here, and then you have your auto leveling as well, by the way. Coming around on the back side, you are prepped for a rear observation camera, so that way you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers if you choose to have that installed. It's pretty easy to already have the wiring, you know, there. Sewer outlet connection there too as well, which is always handy. You should have another one here up front too, just judging by the fact that it's got the two full baths. You got two different places where you're going to be doing your dumping and your dumping. Yep, there you go. It'll be right there. Your pull valve will be right under there, by the way. That's going to be your docking station. So hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, your bypass valves, city water connection, and your black tank flush, of course. Plus you got yourself your back end of your hot water heater and your furnace. Let's see what you got right here. You got your battery, and then your battery disconnect, and then your electric auto leveling control there too as well. So pretty darn easy. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you guys next time. I'll put a link to where you can locate some of these bad boys across the country. But my name is Hunter. This is the 2027 Sanibel 40 Bunk. Have a great day. See ya. Meow, 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 meow. Shoo. Rum dum ba da 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 dum rum bum ba ba dum rum bum ba ba ba. You got the 40 bunk model.